What's going on, everybody? First off, before we get into this video, I would like to thank you guys for sticking in there with me. I've had a really busy schedule, so it's real hard for me to get to editing these videos and posting them up. So as of right now, it's been a little hectic. Hopefully pretty soon here I'll be able to post up some more content and stay up on my Instagram as far as the channel. So besides that, today we got a pretty busy day ahead of us. We're gonna build the pigs a little hideout just out of some leftover materials that I've had laying around the house. You know, I like to use up whatever I got laying around. You know, the least stuff you have to buy, the better. Just utilize what you have. Other than that, I'll give you guys a little update on the fence, what we got going on there. We'll be setting in some 2 3/8 galvanized fence posts. So then after that, we'll be attempting to build a like 3-tier I guess corner cabinet, you could say. You know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and so is my lady's birthday. See how that comes out. We'll just do a little part of it today. It's probably going to be a process throughout the week of putting that together. Like I said, totally winging it, so not too sure how that's going to come out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this. So to give you guys an idea, we're going to be pretty much building a house, a little hideout area in that corner. I got some of my leftover plywood right there. Got another piece laying over there. Have my tools set up on a table on the outside. You know, the pigs, they like to grab and chew on everything that they can, so got all that set up on the outside. Got my 2x4s propped up over there. Give you guys a little bit of an introduction. This right here is Velma. I guess she's kind of camera shy. And then the one that's budging at me right now is, let's see if I can get him. This guy. That's Duke. He's a little bit of a pest. He likes to bump up on your legs and try to knock you down. But Velma's a sweetheart. We had her since she was a little baby. Raised her inside, but then she got too big, so we had to build her this pen on the outside. Got a little scratching post right here. And then Duke, we ended up getting him from this lady that couldn't take care of him no more, so decided to give Velma a little buddy and take him in. So that's how we ended up with him. So other than that, let's go ahead and start with this little house. Alright, so just to give you guys an idea of how this is going to look. This piece right here is going to be the side wall. And that's pretty much going to go right into here. It'll butt up in between this. And then this is going to be the side wall with the entrance. And then after that, all we gotta do is cut out a roof, put that on, and then we'll be putting some metal, some sheet metal on top for the roof. Even though it's already under a cover, it's just a little extra protection on the wood, though it doesn't weather that much. And then in the future, I'll probably come out here, put some edging around it, and then paint it so that way it looks, you know, somewhat decent inside. So like I said, something quick for the pigs just to be inside. They don't have to cuddle up next to each other in this hay, which they still will, but they'll be in an enclosure more than what they already are. So that just giving you an idea of what's going on so far. Alright, so my camera ended up dying on me, so I went ahead and finished up what we had going on. As you can see here, basically the outcome. Like I said, we just utilized whatever material I had left around the house from other projects, so nothing special. Eventually we'll get to adding to it. I'll end up putting the, you know, tin sheet metal on top, and then maybe put some plastic tarps for the entrance, and then like I said, trimming, and then get to painting it. That way it looks a little more appealing. But for now, it does its job. Got some bad weather coming in, so I had to go ahead and put a little bit of warmer clothes on. But like I said, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so I'm gonna take you guys to what is my little work area. Go ahead and walk out to my little garage shack where I kind of have all my leftover materials from like random jobs that I've been doing. A lot of material for like up and coming projects that I got going on. So this is where I'm gonna be building that 3-tier vivarium corner cabinet for my lady. You know, her little birthday gift slash Valentine's Day thing. Like I said, kind of winging this thing, so not too much in a rush to get it done. Not too sure how it's gonna turn out. Hopefully it turns out all right. Like I said before, I like to use leftover material from what I had in the past, so kind of this is coming from that as well. So basically, I have this old piece from a corner cabinet in the kitchen that we didn't end up using, and I'm gonna use that as a stencil on this piece of wood right here to kind of get my corner pieces, and then with these taller pieces that'll be the back of it. Pretty much I think that's as far as I'm gonna get today. There's gonna be a lot going into this, so take it step by step. It's gonna be fully like glass enclosed, so that way whatever she puts in there, if she needs high humidity, she can keep the high humidity a lot easier. We'll have a little drip system or misting system going on in it, so we'll see how this thing goes. Might have a couple guests running in and out of here, you know, just checking up on me, so just if you guys see them, you know what's going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so you guys get an idea of what I just did. Basically, I took 2 inches off of this side, so I shortened this up 2 inches, and then I took 2 inches off of this side, I shortened this side up to 2 inches. I took 3 inches off each side, and then I used the stencil again to make it into my corner piece. So again, it's not going to be exactly perfectly into the wall, but it'll line up perfectly on the sides, and that will give us one tier as a platform, and then we'll have to make 3 more, which I'll probably need another piece of wood for that. Alright, so there you have it, guys. We got 3 shelves made. To give you guys an idea of how it's going to look, they're going to set just like that in the corner. So we got 3 of these made, just a smaller template of what was originally the bigger piece out of a kitchen cabinet. So we'll be using these. You know, I was just winging it with the red laser that's already on the saw. There's a lot of tricks you can use to get nice straight cuts. Sometimes I move a little bit in a rush, so I don't take the time to set up those little tricks and everything to get a nice straight cut. Also, I already had this cage set up in here because not too long ago my pigs had little piglets, so I was using this cage for them. Thought it would work out. Wasn't working out too much in my favor, but happened to get through it. So now we'll end up sanding down the edges, get rid of the, you know, little rough edges, and then we'll be putting those onto the actual backing. Wood doesn't really matter too much. It's all going to be covered. The backing's going to be covered in glass. The bottom's going to be covered in some type of plastic that I'm going to use, some hard plastic, and then obviously whatever substrate and all the fancy things, you know, the reptile enthusiasts use in their little vivariums and aquariums, terrariums, you know, all those special names for all that stuff. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and sand these down, and then we'll end up putting them onto the backing. We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on. Alright, so we got these things all nice and sanded down, got rid of all the rough edges. Next, we're going to be measuring out our board. Probably going to start the first one like a foot down from the top, and then every vivarium is probably going to be like a 1.5 feet tall. So every 1.5 feet we're going to end up putting one of these shelves, because these are going to be the bottom. Again, the top I'm going to have to make something out of screen, so that way I can set in the misting system and all that good stuff. All the heat lamps or whatever else, all the good stuff that all these reptiles need. So we'll go ahead and measure these boards out, and then we'll pre-drill some holes and set in some backing. Alright, so went ahead and marked out what will be the top, and then all the way to the bottom, and each one would be, so as you can see, that'll be where the top starts of the first one, and then down to here. I did my first mark. I didn't like how small they would be and how much room I had at the bottom, so I ended up adding another 2 inches to each one. So that'd be one, that's another one, down to another one, and then this will be the very bottom, what's left, and like a little cabinet down there, put like maybe some storage. She could put her food and whatever other things she needs for the reptiles. So like I said, I've been on a sick manhunt for my speed square, so that's why I'm using this little piece of wood as my guide for right now. I've been against buying another one because I promise it's gonna, you know, pop up somewhere, and but haven't been able to find it yet. I don't know what I did with it, but I know it's gonna pop up sooner or later. So now we can go ahead and line these up, level them out, pre-drill them, and then I don't have any wood glue, but I do have some liquid nails, so I'll be putting some liquid nails up against the edges. Like I said, none of this wood is even going to be exposed. It's going to be painted, so that way it looks real nice, and then it's going to even have some decorative peel and stick on the front of it, so the wood's not even going to be noticeable. So let's go ahead and get to that. Alright, so here you have it, guys. This is as far as we're going to get today with this. I'm going to need another piece of board. I'm going to have to make 2 more shelves out of these templates. So just to give you guys an idea what it's looking like so far. You have 1 shelf, 2 shelves, and a 3rd shelf. So we're going to end up putting 1 more at the very bottom, and then 1 more up top. So that way we can make a storage compartment up top, and then we can make a storage compartment at the bottom. So we weren't able to put the full backing on just because I'm gonna have to cut 2 more out and then also place those in there, screw them into the sides. So kind of put us at a standstill for now. Until then, we'll get back to this on new videos. I'll give you guys updates on how this is going and how far along I'm getting with it. So let's go ahead and go check out this fence. Alright, so these right here are the galvanized pieces of pipe, and I'll give you an idea of what we're going to be doing with those. As you can see, we got all the 4-foot section done. So basically those will be going here, dead center of each section. Those will be going down this whole side. So I'm not going to get to installing those today, but they will be on the next video, the fence build part 2. But that's just to give you guys an update, an idea of what's going on next with the fence. So that's that. Alright, so thanks again everybody for tuning in and watching my videos. If you haven't seen my other video already of the fence build part 1, go ahead and check that out. We're trying to reach 150 subscribers and we'll be raffling off that Boom 3. So until then, that is our goal. Also, I'll try to be uploading a video every 3 days. That's my goal for now. Hopefully my schedule frees up and I have a little bit more time for editing and videoing and doing all these projects that I got going on. So until then, please like, subscribe, and share these videos. Go ahead and check me out on Instagram. Follow me on there and stay tuned for all the updates. Other than that, go ahead and enjoy your weekend and stay safe, guys. See ya.